Hello everyone and welcome to another Transformers review with me, Exim Ferris. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers War for Cybertron trilogy Earthrise Runamuck. So here he is in his box, and as always we'll have a quick look around it. It's in this nice window packaging, so you get a really good look at this figure actually. Some of them they sort of seem to be off to the side a little bit, but this one's sort of right there, it looks quite nice. And on this side we have the gorgeous artwork that I really love. On the back there's some product shots. It does look cool, it looks really good. And on this side we have the Earthrise artwork that I also really like. On the top, yeah, normal stuff. On the bottom, all above. So that's it for the box. I will break him open and we'll have a closer look. Alright, so here's Runamuck out of his box, and yeah, he's decent. I have a couple of issues, but I'll get to that. Before we have a look at him up close, let's see what he comes with. He comes with his instructions. So, as always, quite nice. And he comes with the map part. And just like with Sunstreaker, I can't find anything on this one. So it doesn't seem to have anything on it. I haven't tried to put any of these together yet, so maybe these parts that don't have any planets on them are just like, or you know, actual just maps. You know, just showing you go through this system to get to Speedia or whatever. So there's that, and he comes with a little gun, which is quite nicely done. Some good detailing on it. I don't mind the lack of paint when the weapons are actually nicely detailed, and this one is. So now, right. So let's have a look at the figure himself now. Getting close there, and he's got a great mush. Look at that mush. I love his eyes. I love this purple. Absolutely gorgeous. Purple on white always looks stunning. Yeah, and he's got some lovely detailing. He's got some smoky transparent plastic for the windscreen and side windows. More great detailing all the way down the body. Gold on the front there, looks really good. And then they did give him the twin wheels here to evoke the G1 toy, which I think is fantastic. Really nice. They didn't have to do that. It was nice that they did, and they've made it into like the heel of the figure as well. So very stable figure. He's not going to fall back anytime soon. Now he's got some more gold up the side here. His legs are hollow at the back, but that's for transformation, so you can't do anything about that really. And at the back of his arms, some more of this gold. And the rear windscreen, also again this lovely smoked transparent plastic. So yeah, he's a nice looking figure. I really want to get his brother. I keep missing him. Had a notification from ID Toys yesterday that he was in stock, and by the time I got there he'd already gone again. So maybe when they actually get stock, you know, it was just like for a pre-order, so maybe when they get stock I'll actually be able to get one. Right, enough about me, let's have a look at this articulation. So his head is on a ball joint and it's quite stiff, but he does have quite a decent range of motion. He can't really look up too much because of the back of his head. Yeah, it's quite thick there, so can't really look up. You can look up a little bit. You can look down a little bit, but again, not too much. Get a little tiny bit of side to side, but not too much. And it does rotate. The arms can rotate, and again, oh, it's really tight. That's tighter than I'd like, in fact. I don't think that's going to go all the way around because this gets in the way, but it does rotate. It will go all the way around, just, yeah, that's really tight. I don't like how tight that is. They can go in and out of the shoulder joint like so. Does have upper bicep rotation. Just under 90 degrees at the elbow. Does have waist twist. He can kick out that far. Again on another stiff joint. And back just actually about that far because it catches on this piece just in here, so you can't go any further back than that. He can go out to the sides. It does have upper thigh rotation, and you can actually fold him all the way at the knees because of that transformation joint, but it does unpeg this bit. That just pops back in there. You can move his toes up and down, and he does have an ankle tilt. So he's got a decent amount of articulation in him. So let's see if he can hold his weapon, because Sunstreaker couldn't. He can, but it's really loose. That's the same that side. I don't understand this wave. I bought all 4 figures. Simon's already done Trailbreaker, and Mr. Odd will be doing what was the other one? Fast Track. I've got the repaint of that on order. Rorichi, I think it's called. But yeah, I don't understand. They've really tightened up the joints, which is good, but now I find that they're too tight. But of the 2 figures I've reviewed, this one and Sunstreaker, and that's not too bad, but in this hand, the weapons are really loose. It's not too bad there. I mean, Sunstreaker's just falls right out. So, yeah. Speaking of Sunstreaker, let's bring him in and we can have a little look, see how they look together. Wave mates. Yeah, they're a similar size, so they won't look too bad on your shelf together. Well, you know, however you display them. Yeah, so it looks quite good. Right, let's take that one out of the way for a minute and let's transform him. So, get rid of the gun. You flip the fists in. Let me just get this more in focus. There we go. You flip down this I can't speak again. Every review I end up doing this, fluffing a word. You flip down this front panel and then you just push the head back in. Now, when you're transforming it back the other way, I found this quite difficult to get out. There is a little thing here, but that will only get you so far, and then the top of the head hits the arm pieces here. So yeah, just bear that in mind when you're transforming him back. You want to rotate him at the waist and then come around to the back. Now the instructions tell you to put the feet together first and then collapse the legs in, but I found that to be a bit awkward because you have to get, let me see if I can see it here, you have to get this tab here into this hole down here, and I found that the only way to do it properly is if you do it this way and then just push it down. You will hear it click. So do that on both sides. There we go. And then you can bring the feet up and those faux wheels will just tuck in like so, and then I find pushing the legs together, that's the easiest way to do it. And that's that bit done. So then what you want to do is this is on a double hinge here, so you bring this piece up and you fold the wheels out, and then you bring this whole piece up like so, and this is really stiff. Right, just leave that like that for a moment. Right, then what you want to do is you want to bring both of these arms all the way up like so, and then you want to rotate them this way, and then there is a tab here that will go in this slot here. You just pop that in there, like so, and you do the same on the other side. So bring the arm up, rotate, and bring that, push that into there, like so, and you're nearly there. And then what you need to do here is there is a tab here, which is meant to go in this slot here, and it's the same on the other side. And you push that in, and just like on Sunstreaker, I have a slight issue getting that in. Now, I found that if you bring the rear of the car down first, it's a little bit easier to clip them in, but it's very tight. And then you are done, and you should end up with something that looks something like this. I find it's a bit gappy, but it's not too bad. I think it's one of those things with white figures, you always notice the gaps a bit more because, you know, they don't paint all the way around the edges, so you end up with this sort of thing. Now, the issue I have with this, and it's really my only issue, is that it doesn't roll. And I've transformed it half a dozen times now, and I can't get it. It just won't roll. It will slide, but as you can see, those rear wheels are going, those front ones won't go. No. And what's really worrying is that when you are trying to get it to roll, this scrapes along the ground. So this chest bit just scrapes, and that is a concern. There is zero clearance there. I don't know how well you can see that on camera, and I thought, oh, maybe I've done it incorrectly somewhere along the line, because it does look like it should go further up. It looks like there's a gap there, but it just, no, it won't go. There's absolutely no way that is going. It just, no, it's not having it at all. So that for me is, I mean, it's not a deal breaker because I don't display my my figures in alt mode for the most part, and even if I did, I wouldn't be rolling it along the ground. But as a toy, if you're getting this for a child, that is going to scratch really, really easily, and that is a real shame, because otherwise this is a boss figure. I love this guy. I remember playing with this, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't mine. I'm pretty sure it was my friend Taras. I think he had it. I think he had both of them actually, and I remember we used to play with these at school. We used to play on the big log. There was a big log. We had logs. This is how sophisticated schools were in the 1980s, guys. We had logs to play on. Yes, an actual log. And I remember playing on the big log with I'm pretty sure it was Taras's one of these, because I'm pretty sure I didn't have one. So it's got some nostalgia attached to it, but that's a bummer, that is. But otherwise, it's not a bad figure. Now, knock the camera. So just put that there, and then let me bring in Sunstreaker again. So there's Sunstreaker. And yeah, I mean, they look decent together. They look good. I mean, the cars are more or less the same sort of size. I know this is a Lamborghini Countach, but I have absolutely no idea what this is based on. It's got to be some sort of American thing, I guess. So I don't know. I really don't know what this would be, because I've never been into American cars, because they don't go around corners. Unless it's one big oval. But yeah. So I know what this is, but I don't know what this is. But yeah, they look alright. You know, as wave mates, they look pretty good together. So yeah. So all in all, I love the robot mode. I think the car mode is acceptable, but the lack of rolling there, unless I'm doing something really badly wrong that I just can't figure out, that's gonna scratch quite badly. And it's a shame because I've had potential scratching issues with both of these. I mean, I've just reviewed this one, the Sunstreaker one, and the feet. What turn into the feet are the underside of the feet is the top of the car mode, and this is going to get scratched as well. So I'm not quite sure what's going on in the design department over at Takara Tomy Hasbro, because neither of these designs are particularly good when it comes to possible paint scratching or just general plastic scratching, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, I would still say if you're interested, this is definitely worth a pickup, especially if you can get hold of Runabout. I really hope I can get him. I really want them both. Yeah, definitely worth getting if you're not gonna, you know, drive him along, then he should be okay. So yeah, that's it. That's oh, and you can put the gun in there, and that's actually quite a tight hold there. So yeah. So that's it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this review. Didn't want to sort of, you know, be all doom and gloom about it. Just wanted to point that out. But otherwise, I think the figure's fantastic. The robot mode is stunning. Looks amazing. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Fingers on plastic.